today we're watching this video.
These rumors are actually true and see how dark they are.
Hello, Winter X Laven. Ever since I joined your group, I became happier and luckier. Thank you for your videos.
The first app we have is Talking Angela. Talking Angela was a very popular app made for little kids. But people started noticing things in the app that wasn't normal. People saw a figure in the Angela's eye, and also the app was glitching.
Most dangerous kids games. Talking Angela.
Well, it was dangerous in the past. I'm not too sure if it still is.
Talking Angela was a game created in December 18th, 2012. Talking Angela was mostly known for dressing her up and talking to her. Everything was going great for Talking Angela.
Okay, but the fact when I was younger, I used to have Talking Angela. I still have Talking Angela, but I have the better version of it.
Until there were lots of people found out that there was something crazy found in Angela's eye. According to people, there was a man in Angela's eye watching you.
Oh my god guys, I just saw something creepy in Angela's eye. At first I was just playing with her, so that way I could get the man out to spy on me. I flew her up in the air to get her dizzy. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that in her eye? Look at this. I'm actually freaking out. What in the world? I have to take another screenshot to get a better look at this. Lol, okay, let's continue watching how bad Talking Angela was.
Here are some pictures of the man watching you from Angela's eye. All of this started a huge drama in the world back in 2015.
The more I think about it, I actually do remember people making videos on Angela's eyes. So maybe it was true.
And it got even more worse when 2 kids went missing because of the Talking Angela app. After the incident, the man and Angela's pupil got arrested. We haven't heard a lot more from this drama after, but people say that the app is safe now and can be downloaded.
Okay, so obviously the man in Angela's eye is so clearly fake. If you ever see a figure in Angela's black eye, then it's a reflection from you. There was never a man in Angela's eye. It was all just to scare little children. The Angela 2 app is much more safer than the old Angela app, so make sure to download the newer version and delete the old one. The Toca Boca Jr. app was a very popular kids app as well. You could a variety of things on the app. At some point I also had it on my device. But people have been saying that the app has a very dark history and story to it. This app is probably one of the creepiest ones I've heard about so far. Apparently the girl that you feed in the game was kidnapped and they were doing a bunch of very weird and not so good things to her. Let's just watch this.
The Toca Boca girl. As you can see, her neck is blue. This is because the chef would choke her if she didn't eat what you gave her.
So the chef is the one who kidnapped her into his kitchen, and she's forced to eat whatever you feed her.
As you can see, there's only one tree there, and the clock doesn't move, which is weird to me.
The clock not moving might just be a glitch they forgot to fix, or maybe they made the clock not move on purpose.
But she's also glued to the chair.
Well, she's only there to be fed food, not walk around the game while you play.
If you play at 15, you will get a secret pick. I don't know if that's true, I just found it online.
Why do I have to wait for a specific time of the day to get a picture on the game? Also, 15 o'clock is a M. Of course, it's a M. I have no idea why a M and a M is so haunted. I honestly want to know why.
And you will see something not for kids. That's why I covered it. But most people, more likely kids, don't notice. If you notice, the wallpaper is tearing. If you're wondering where is the chef, he's in the background hidden making sure she eats the food you give her.
Girl, what? Why is the chef in the background? That's actually so creepy. The chef is so weird. Like, leave this innocent girl alone.
And for some reason her eyebrows are green. Here, I'll let you look for a bit.
Let's see. I was a blue. What's the show?
See.
Her eyebrows are probably green because she wanted them to be.
And in the picture frame, there's no photos. I accidentally feel bad for her because I used to give her gross meals. That was when I didn't know her backstory.
Yeah, if there's no photos in the picture frames, then it's most likely not her house. And that's actually pretty sad.
And to me, she looks tired. Probably because she never gets a break from the kids. Blood. And that's the chef. If you played the game, you would already know this.
That's the chef that has been making her go through this girl. Okay, but anyways, after hearing this story, let's decide whether it's fake or not. The story is insanely creepy and sounds very true because of the so-called proof and evidence that's found in the game. For example, the no picture in the frame, the blue neck, the one tree in the background, and the blood on the table, which honestly might be ketchup, which it most likely is ketchup because, after all, we are in a kitchen, right? This Toka Kitchen to Girl backstory is fake, very, very, very fake. An app, specifically a kids app, can't and won't have any of these bad things happening to characters in the game. The backstory isn't real and the chef spying on her isn't real either. It's all fake and is just a silly story some bored kid made up. All the proof and evidence is just things that the owners didn't think twice about adding to their game. Like the one tree, they probably didn't think twice on it or didn't care. Mr. Mix is probably the worst app of them all, and this one is actually terrifying. And the fact that it was designed for kids back in the 1900s is crazy. The 1900s didn't have the best programmed games in my opinion. Everything wasn't as put together and was very crappy back then. Let's hear this story and determine if it's true or not.
Let's talk about Mr. Mix. Mr. Mix was a game released back in the 1990s. It was intended for children. It seemed fun at first, but it quickly became dangerous. The game started causing hearing damage and mental illness in children.
Okay, first off, how was the game normal and then it suddenly became so bad? Like, I get it, back then their programming systems wasn't that great, but it's still kind of strange how it just randomly become bad one day.
Those who played even for just 2
How does it get, like, mentally ill?
rounds experienced serious problems. Adults who played the game could handle up to 6 rounds before they suffered from hearing loss and mental illness.
Okay, so the game was made for kids and it suddenly became bad to the point where mental illness could happen to you. And also people suffered from hearing loss? I doubt the hearing loss part because all you have to do is just low down the volume. And mental illness is a serious thing, so I doubt that too because a game cannot cause mental illness. However, certain graphs and colors can cause a seizure in some people, but you can't get a mental illness from that.
The game became more and more popular, and people wondered what would happen if they made it to the 7th round. Hackers and programmers were particularly interested in playing the game. When hackers reached the 7th round, terrifying images and unusual loud sounds appeared.
I wonder how long this game was up for, and if it's even still up. If the game is still up, then it's obvious a remake of it because the original game would be deleted by now. And the people that were trying to play the game were probably just curious to see if it was real or not.
Affecting players' minds and driving them psycho. Many people who played the game became mentally ill and sadly died. I'm not sure if the game is deleted, but I think it's still on.
You cannot die from a game. That's just not realistically possible.
I warned you, if you find this game, do not try to play it or something bad would happen.
The old original game might be up still, but I'm not going to confirm that because I'm too scared. However, all the things that was told to happen to you if you play it is false. So that means that the game's backstory is not true. There might be a remake of the game that has all those creepy images and stuff, but the original did not have those things. And even if the original game did have those things, you can't die or get a mental illness from it. I never thought I'll ever see a video saying, this app that we all play, be dangerous. The fact that everybody who is watching this has played it before, and most of this information we all already know about. Let's just watch.
Let's talk about
Roblox.
Roblox is not safe anymore, especially for little children. The games Adopt Me and Brookhaven are the most dangerous.
It's always Adopt Me and Brookhaven.
There are people in those games that ask little kids questions like,
How old are you? Can you tell me your address?
and other very personal questions.
If you ever encounter that, just leave the game or do not respond to them.
Many children fall for it and answer their questions. This leads to many kidnappings in the community. So be careful of who you're talking to online and don't answer personal questions.
This has been going on for years and years. But never give people online any personal information. If you made it this fake, make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry for not uploading in over 9 days. I was trying to get over the drama and other things also happened. Anyways, bye my winters.